Now, over the past few decades, Apple has become one of the most successful companies in the world, designing some of the most iconic products ever made, including the Macintosh, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Their success is often taken for granted these days, but it was not that long ago that they were a small startup going up against some of the biggest names in the industry. The series does a fantastic job of explaining how Apple got its start. The first episode details the early days of the Mac and how the team developed the first model. It was during this time that Steve Jobs began developing Next, his next big project after the Mac, which he believed would eventually replace the computer altogether. While Jobs was focused on Next, however, Apple's other co-founder, Steve, began to lose interest in the day-to-day operations of the company. He had always planned on leaving the company once it became successful. So when that time came around, he did just that, leaving the company in the hands of Jobs and their new CEO, Mike Mark. As the series progresses, we meet several key figures who would help shape Apple into what it is today, like Rob Janov, who played a pivotal role in creating Apple's marketing department, and we get to hear how each of them contributed to the company's success, both good and bad. As Apple grew in size, so did its problems. Much of the second season focuses on the development of the Mac, say, a smaller and cheaper version of the original Mac that featured a built-in mouse and color display. This may seem mundane by today's standards, but back then, it was pretty revolutionary. There had never been a computer like this before, but due to a series of unfortunate events, the Mac, say, would end up being delayed multiple times, causing Apple's stock price to suffer. Throughout all of this, we watch as Jobs becomes increasingly erratic, leading to him being fired from the company he started. And though he would eventually return and lead Apple to even greater heights,